guys are ready, right? We're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Crackcast, the first Crackcast of the year. We're very excited. Hello to our viewers, and please, like always, don't forget to click the follow button. We will have this, and to stay tuned for the Crackcast news and events. Now, who are we? As you know, I'm Era, and there is Mario, and we are our moderators. And today we're having with us on the screen Förtress, Supreme Commander of the Troops, hi, and Tim
Hello.
Bergman, Chief Propaganda Trooper. Now, let's get to know you guys.
Yes.
Mario?
Hi, everyone. Very excited for this particular crowdcast. So welcome, Tim and Förtress. So
Hello.
first, right out of the gate, I think we wanna address kind of Förtress. You have really nice eyebrows. So why the mask?
I decided to have a mask this time because I wanted to talk about the teddy troops and me as the artist flying Förtress, which is an alias already, and I guess it would disturb people to have more visuals than just the teddy troops, and my human face is not so important for the project. I'm this commander, but it's about the teddy troops and my visual output, and so I put on a little masquerade and some makeup. I hope
Cool.
everybody is fine with that.
Yes, great. No, it gives a nice little edge. It's a first for our crowdcast, so it's nice. All right. That being said, you, Tim, you're not for the first time in our crowdcast. You already know the drill. What's coming up next, and that is our little fun fact before we jump into the deep end. One fun fact about each one of us. Can be professional, personal, anything, right? There's no boundaries, whatever you want to share. And for Era and myself, it's getting the air is getting thin a little bit because we have done a couple of these. But mine for today is that in relation to our topic with street art, I have plans to do some street art this year myself, and yeah, I will keep you guys posted how this is going.
Please, yeah, share your output with us. Then don't be shy. Bring it to the public.
Will do. May I hand over to Era?
Okay, yes, we're running out of the fun facts, as you said, but I go with rather maybe discussing one. I'm sorry, guys, for you that, but I love pommes, French fries with dipping to ice cream. It's kind of weird, I know, but
Very good. We'll try that.
Förtress, how about you?
Fun fact from me. I said before, like wearing the mask, I'm already playing the clown. I used to do all the funny stuff when I'm with people. And now I'm a little bit shy somehow behind the mask. Can't really tell. Look at my eyebrows. That's funny. I should have painted it in here to make it the one brow.
Yeah, the monobrow.
Yeah, the monobrow. Yeah, that's
cool.
Maybe I do it here. I have a marker. Let's see.
Okay, Tim, what is it for you?
Yeah. So first of all, I can tell that Förtress is very funny, really. And my fun fact for today is the last time I slept in the apartment of Matthias in Hamburg. I woke up, nobody was there. It was 12 in the middle, and my first appointment was at 8 o'clock in the morning. It was a very, very tough and funny evening with my friend Förtress.
Great.
By the way, I have a little echo. I don't know, and I hear Era with an echo. Just I don't know if you can do something.
I don't hear one. We'll check this out. Maybe Basti in the background can have a look, or Era. So let's jump in. Let's give a little bit of an overview for the audience, what's happening in our 45-minute crowdcast. So we do have, as you already got to know, our renowned street artist Flying Förtress meets NFT. That's kind of the topic, introducing the Teddy troops that have been around for a long time. So we'll hear a little bit about the history, where they're coming from, and the merge into the NFT space. Have a little showcase what they look like, and then look a little bit at the roadmap, what's ahead. As always, dear audience, we encourage you to ask questions that we sometimes take in between if it's really fitting, or otherwise at the end in the Q&A. So please write your questions, and we will address them. Okay, so there was the echo again.
There was a part now.
All right, now we're gone.
We're
right.
fine.
That being said,
Perfect.
I hand over to you, Era.
Let's dive in. Right. So it is very nice to hear you and have you. I'm sorry about the echo. Let's begin from the start, right? Can you tell us how did everything start, and when was actually your first interaction with art?
Okay, this is very long time ago. Even when I was in primary school, I was the best in art lesson, and people from other classes came to me and wanted to have me draw in their books because it was obvious pretty soon that I have a little talent for the drawing and for the art. But I guess we are talking about the graffiti history of my career. Started in the late 80s. I get in touch with graffiti by my local city, the surrounding the street life in Munich, where I was born. And this took me to graffiti because I was, from the first moment, I was caught by the impact to express yourself, to conquer the public space with your art, to being in a way a kind of rude but self-confidence, to bring out your art to the public by just going over private properties, and was impressive at an impressive time. And this brought me to graffiti. And yeah, this is more than 30 years ago, and I had my classic graffiti evolution, doing style writing letters. But after a couple of years and being in university for graphic design, I started to change my idea for what I want to do. And instead of writing a tag, which is a cryptid signature, I wanted to have something more obvious, something that is readable for everybody, not just for a special little elite of insiders. So the idea was more like you bring out a brand icon, something that people recognize. I mean, the message is still the same. It's me, and in public space, but I use everybody can bring together. Like, I've seen this before, because it's a different strategy to bring your name out. And in the early 2000s, I started to bring the Teddy Troop as my icon to the public space. I used spray paint, stickers, paste up, and later I turned also into 3D vinyl toys, designer toys to collect. And yeah, later we'll see why I bring it now to the NFT space, to the digital space, which is not so far away from my daily work. Even, yeah, most of my creative work I'm doing digital already. So I'll get later a little bit more.
Yeah, perfect. When you say I'm creating, and then of course another thing in my mind is what inspires you in life, so you reflect this into your art.
Like everything, I have this metaphor of from my class teacher, who said, like, you're going through life with a supermarket trolley, and you're putting in all the stuff in the supermarket, all the stuff, but at home you're cooking your own dish out of it. So you walk through life, and I'm a visual artist, and I grab things visual and take it inside me, and then in my thermomixer, I bring out my own cooking and bring something very unique to life. And so I guess all this, the surrounding and my traveling around, when I go to exhibitions in different countries and cities, it's all stuff that I collect. And one of my, for example, important works from last year is a print edition called Travel Memories, where I put all these facts together that I'm taking impressions and collect it and bring it back to my work. And this, for example, is a big part of my work. Later we will see a few examples from that series.
Yeah, right. You said, of course, the history of your art goes way back, right? But could you maybe tell us when was the first Teddy Troop born, and how did it evolve over the years? Of course, when I say, of course, I mean also, like a lot of years with your experience, with your creativity as well. Well, like the moment, let's say, that you said, yes, that's it. So could you maybe tell us more?
I guess like in 2001, there was really the first Teddy Trooper, like a bear with a helmet. This I can see on my hard drive disk. But in a way, when I look back, it started earlier. Even my first graffitis on the trackside, 10 years before, I used to do a Teddy Troop. At that time, it was more, he had a crown on his head. And so, but the Teddy was there somehow for being with me as a strong animal, but also, the Teddy is more also cute and nice and peaceful. And even when I started to paint on the trains, my name was Bear. So that is already, it all leads to it. When I look back, it wasn't really made in purpose. Indeed, I had, when I wanted to have an icon, a figural icon to tell a story, I had a few attempts and tryouts with other animals, but then when I saw like, I do the teddy bear, then it was the thing I felt that's it. So, and this is 20 years ago. Just as a review.
Perfect. I'm glad that you decided, or like your creativity and art led to Teddy Troops, and we are seeing what we're seeing. Also, Tim showed us. They're amazing, adorable. All right, so there you have the small one too. Totally nice.
Yeah, these are the ones.
So let's dive.
This is the edition 1, and Förtress also has the edition 2. Which is a little bit different, but still the same nice flavor they have. And
but we made a makeover 10 years later, so they still even in my graffiti. For sure, it would be horrible if you don't evolve my work, and it's not
sure. Cool. Exactly. So I would say we dive a little bit deeper in. Great, thank you for the history of the Teddy Troops, where it's coming from. I find this particularly interesting and exciting because it's not an NFT project created for for the purpose of having an NFT project, but it has a history and a weight to it that goes way back, and that's I think very special. It's what's very interesting to me. And I think also to many others. So now we know kind of where it's coming from and what the history was, but now transitioning to also blockchain and NFT space, how did you get in touch in the first place with the blockchain or NFT space to make this connection?
I got in contact with Tim again because I know him also like almost 15 years, and we were doing projects together like decades before, and he gave me a call and asked me if I would like to hear more about this NFT space. And at that time, like it's almost a year ago, I wasn't with it at all. I had no clue. I heard it a little bit and was too much away from my daily routine and my spaces in medias I used to work. And it took me a little while to dive into it and to understand things like the view on it from the creator and the view of the fans, the communities, the buyers, or the collectors. And it really took me a while to understand, because I was always thinking, where's the emotional part of it for me as an artist and for the fans to do this, to buy digital art and own digital art. And after there was a point where it made click and I understood. Like, it was easy to understand the benefits I have as an artist, because I'm already working digital. Most of my work is created digital. I make a rough sketch, and then all the colors and shapes and final touches is made on my computer. So this I'm not faking any techniques. So it's I'm working digital, and for sure that's the point to sell your digital work to somebody directly, without bringing it to the printer, get it printed, and taking a photo back in, bring it back into the digital world to make the promo on Instagram, and feeding the Instagram feed for free with so many content. So this is for sure just straighten the way, just a shortcut of things. And also the royalties that's in the NFT space for an artist is really something super cool, that when people resell it further, that you as the creator have a benefit out of the increasing of the value of your work. This is amazing.
So it was about the new possibilities from creator perspective that you realized this is actually there, that got you into the space. And also Tim, obviously, pushing you onto it. Maybe Tim, you can tell us how it was from your perspective of this equation of yours.
Yeah, I met Matthias, like you told, some years ago through a friend who's also in the graffiti lifestyle. And once I was younger, it's really some years ago, I also took a spray can in my hand and tried to do nice things. Not as Matthias really plays in the Champions League, graffiti-wise, style-wise for me. And I collected the first Teddy Troops because I really loved them so much. I saw them first on walls while he was painting it live. And then he told me, yeah, we have also 3D, we will plan it and we will do it. And I said, wow, this is so interesting. So I interact a lot with Förtress to collect more. And back in the days, I had a small T-shirt brand, and he was helping me also to make some designs. You know, Förtress made some nice for a lot of textile brands. Most of them are really known. And I was really impressed of his art. And 2 years ago, I dived into the blockchain space. And you told it already, the auditorium, that I was not the first time in this nice crowdcast. I have other projects which are not this fun, because this is my love project, my heart project.
Don't tell them.
Yeah, I have to tell everybody, because it's okay. It's a little bit smaller. We are now, I think we are 5 people in our team, and in the other teams, we are much, much more people. And it's you do something what you collect. I'm a collector, and I have really lots of them, big, small, yeah? And it's nice when I popped up in this NFT space, I directly thought about Matthias. As you're a collector and you see this graphic design, what he's doing, this art he's doing, I was, okay, he is the one I have to take into this space. His Teddy Troops are made for it. and this heritage, what I have in my heart since a small child. I feel sometimes talking with Förtress on the phone, you know, I feel like I'm 16 years again. It feels really like traveling back into time and having a spray can in my hand and being next to Förtress and having a really nice time.
Yeah. Seems
For
like
sure.
you have a really great chemistry, also your history together, and now this seems like really like a perfect fit. Maybe what would be great to have from your, because you have two very different views on the topic and angles where you're coming from, with some more experience also on Tim's side, and more or less fresh and focused on NFT space with Förtress. How do you see the current kind of ecosystem and market, since it has been crazy over the past months or over the past year? It's like just insane what has been happening. What's your take on the ecosystem from both of you? Maybe starting with Förtress and then moving over to you, Tim.
Yeah, also when I started to dive deeper into the medium, to the space, was like totally everything new and impressive and weird and confusing. It took me a while to realize how this system works. It's not so far away from the old ecosystem in art, but it's a different new space, and it's as you said, it's a little bit crazy because everybody is it's like a gold digging situation, or booming, that people have so big expectations of the room, of what could happen, and there is already stuff happening. And I think when I just entered, and all these projects that are well known just exploded to not to just big, it's just over the top, over real. It's crazy to watch. It's amazing, and it's I don't know. I'm excited to see where this is leading, because it's so speeding up. Let's see. It is.
It is crazy, and we'll see what happens
in it to watch it, and now being also like an active part of it, and nobody can tell. Things are changing so quick, and I don't know.
Yes, I think you do. It's great that that people like you are entering also the space, like because I think there's a lot of hot air also in the space at the moment, right? Where it's like get rich quick kind of things that are an inflation of the whole market. But then there's true artists like yourself that that make the move from from the physical or regular kind of art world to the digital one, which is quite a revolution. So we need, I think, more more input from artists like yourself to really to really grasp kind of the worth of the whole space. But yes, Tim, from your point of view, what do you how's the take on the market right now?
Yeah, it's a big overflow now, and I think there are a lot of projects will not see a second drop or something. Also, if you look at the Ethereum space, you have to go from whitelist to Discord and invite people, and that's like I feel I have to fight to get into a gallery to look at art. That's what I really don't like. But the space for the artist is great, because it's the first time in the life of artists where they get money for their work, for their idea, for their really creative mastermind. In the second market, they get paid, and it's a game changer. So imagine that for Förtress, he likes to really change something with, if the temperature in the world is 2 degrees higher in average, my pictures will all destroy, because I think the world has no future. He can do it. He can really work with his art time-wise and live from it. And that, I think, it's a game changer. I saw there someone thinks it's very capitalist, this space. And I think if you say this NFT space is capitalistic, then yes, probably everything where it's sold and buying, it's capitalistic. But I think I love to see good art. I like to see young artists. I like to see small galleries. So if you have an answer how they can survive and how can they have a nice life and profit from their brilliant ideas also in the next 10 years, I think it's a nice space for it. And so I think the market will focus on the good projects where there is an artist making a name, bringing out new things to the crowd, making things for the collectors, making things for the hard collectors who have a lot of things. You can make airdrops. You can make the collectors have a great life as a collector, because there's also something new. And for sure, some project puts the money screw very deep, but I think you can also find a way between where you think we can handle the prices like everybody can in the beginning afford it. And we will have a minting system, how we sell. It's very open. We don't like to have whitelists.
That's maybe a good lead over to the next question and getting more into the nitty gritty also of the Teddy Troops and your project, because there's one question and there's been some discussion in the chat. Ling Yun, for example, was asking, the question is, who benefits from it the most? Right, and you already pointed out kind of the shift from traditional art market to the NFT market, where there's a kind of a power and gain shift. I think this is a great lead over to your reward systems, NFT reward systems, and royalties that we want to get your take on in regard to the Teddy Troops.
Yeah, one thing I like to tell, because when people say NFTs, it's like digital nonsense and stuff like that. And I think every gallery, galleries are there to build up artists, and they build them up till they get a lot of money out of the pictures or photographs or whatever they sell. And the artist gets nothing. And now the artist gets something back. And I think that's so important to think about it a long time. Imagine Picasso was a great guy, made an NFT, and still if you sell these pictures, which is a millions and millions, that he can say, okay, and I like to have a small charity part of it. He can do it. Yeah. And
okay, but you're not talking about the gallery. You're talking about the classic second market, like the auction houses where the big money is made, and when there's no royalties to the artist when stuff is sold there. And this is what in the digital space now happens, that in the second market, that the artists will have their cut on their work, and this is cool. But it's a little bit complex, I think. I think that the NFT space is not a place to execute the old spaces. It's just an extension for the artists to go to a new space, and it's not a replacement of all the other mediums or spaces that, for example, I'm working on. It's just I'm expanding my universe, and at the moment I'm super happy to have my Teddy Tubes universe bring to another level, because I'm totally free. I'm not limited on print limitations or on the vinyl toys where I have to reduce my designs. I can really go crazy, and I really can work and bring my artist universe to a new level. This is why it makes so fun, even if it's a lot of work. It's really intense at the moment, but this is for me is super exciting, and it's in a way it's a disrupt of some classic aspects on the classic market, and there's a lot of people not liking it, but
that's a good point. That's a good point, and wanna get to that. And I just saw we're already half an hour in, and we really want to show the audience also in the end the troops and have the showcase. So maybe one last thing before we move over is what you just mentioned, is the traditional, or there has been some resistance, or it's like new in the space, especially in graffiti, which has a great tradition. When you started talking about kind of NFT topics also in your community, what was the reaction in the community? And how's the
the reaction is yin and yang. It's good and it's bad. I still have to explain a lot. Like I had to explain to myself, or I was certain not understanding things. So I'm helping at the moment, like teaching what I learned and bridging to bring people. I think at the end we all gonna meet in this space, because all this evolution of the digital space is leading there. I think we're gonna meet up in the NFT space one day. So so I'm not really angry if people don't understand, or sometimes, misunderstanding, or if people don't understand things, then they start to hate it rather than to love it. And I've been to these kind of phases when I evolve, like when I did traditional graffiti, and then I decided to just focus on this teddy tube on this one visual. I had the first critic saying, "Hey, where are you moving to? You've been so good. Stand still."
Because just for the audience, it was not a thing before, right? Did you have like one thing and you just play around with this and make kind of adjustments? So through your career, over the time that you've been in this space, a lot of things were new, right? This is not the first thing that's now new and gets a little bit of resistance. There were multiple other ones that you experienced yourself.
This kind of situation, so I'm a little bit Teflon. I'm okay with Lotus effect. It's okay. I can take the critics. It's okay, because I had the same like 10 years ago or 15 years ago when I started to do my vinyl toys. Everybody was saying like, where are you heading to? And there's always like these, you want to go further? Further means just because you want to make the money. And yeah, for sure. I mean, there's always, I'm a little bit fed up to explain people that my talent is something I make my living out of it. Yeah, but graffiti is still the opinion that you're not allowed to earn something for your living from your talent or your creativity. And now moving to this new NFT space, I hear the same voices like 15 years ago. Hey, where are you moving to? Why you move? Stand still. Keep it like it was before. I said, no, this is not what is driving me. I want to go to new places. It's my adventure. It's adventure time.
Yeah, it's understandable, right? For in order to be able to create beautiful art, you have to have the time and the freedom to do so. And if you have, everyone has their bills to pay, and maybe even families and all of that in life, right? So I understand the struggle with these kind of arguments from the past. Yes, I think it would be really great to jump into looking at a couple of the pieces that you did. And yes, for that, I would throw the ball to Era.
Because we told a lot of it, but let's see them on screen. Yeah, so
maybe you can give some comment, like who is this guy that we're looking at?
Comment a little bit. This is like design idea I also realized or released in my vinyl toy edition. So this teddy tube has some add-on wings, and I don't know, it looks like the airplane, like the flying Förtress where my name is coming from. And you see some traits on the helmet, like it's burning, and on the other, in his hand, he has this nunchaku from a sausage.
Sausage nunchucks, I love it.
Yeah, this is, I think it's funny. I don't know. This is my kind of humor. Because the teddy tubes won't have big guns and dangerous guns. They have tools, and they are a little bit they're a little bit clowny like me, so they rather have a nunchaku made of sausage than having a big bazooka.
Cool. Maybe we can flip through some others to see like the traits, like how do they how do they play out?
You see that I made a machine gun, a Uzi, but it's for it's a bubble. I don't know the name.
Oh,
Bubble
bubble
machine
gun.
from kids. So don't be scared. You might slip on the ground, but also we have a different skin design. It's made. It's a little bit a tribute to the wooden.
Förtress, how many? How many are there? How many designs more or less like are
We're
there?
gonna go for 5,410 pieces in this edition, generative, made from different layers of traits. For like different traits on the face, on the helmet, on the background, or in the hands. So here, it's a knife, but he's a little bit too not really well trained. He hurts himself and said other people. You see, he's not a danger for anybody. He's bringing his little spray can dog for a walk. Yeah, this is a little bit. This guy is out for your ADA wallets, so be careful. This is what it's about. Going for the coins. This is a weird mixture of this is the skin design is just a Pantone color numbers, the orange, and I will have a certain Pantone color formula ideas, and he has the bolt cutter for the fence in the background, and this is more like these god creatures with but this is more the devil one, having the lightning from the eyes and down in hell, and he has the color gun from he used to bring color. This is some also a design from my Teddy Tube vinyl toy series. It's about the Tour de Mont, about the bicycle race. The colors on the helmet, it's for the World Championship, but his helmet has a little bit some holes, and the air is getting out. And again, the sausage. This is like some traits that they will repeat in the end for the different.
Yeah, every single Teddy troop is unique, but you have layers which are mixed, and we mix 5,410 because it's a special number of the life of Förtress. And okay, here's the famous Deutsche U-Boot.
This is the submarine design from the movie Das Boot, and here it's the belt. And
cool.
Here's some classic skulls on his skin design, and he has some nuclear rockets broken, and some peas and buttons instead. So he's not throwing any rockets. Break them. This is more my alter ego, Förtress, with an old spray can label remix, and also you see on the helmet it's an American football visor, and he has the gloves and spray can in his hands and on the ground. This is what I'm doing basically. There will be a lot of graffiti, spray can, and painting accessoires and tools. This is some. Drinking used to be one of my sports, but I'm sober now since the pandemic started. So it's more like 650 days now. I'm totally sober, but still, it's a big ritual to bring the beer thing to my.
Yeah, stop. Make it back, Mario. There was a nice joke you didn't see. It's especially for you. There's a nice joke, Mario. It's especially for you. You see the brand he's wearing. He's wearing the brand Paper Hands
instead of Patagonia.
And also the pattern of the skin is a little bit Patagonia inspired. It's and so because it's a cool brand, it's sustainable, and we rock it. We love the brand. and it's cool that I love these
Nice.
small details, with paper hands, because we all wait for the paper hands to drop the NFTs so we can collect it, So I love these small details. This is
Cool.
what I'm really loving, and this is, I think, very tough to make with the vinyl toys. In this space, there is much more place for the Förtress humor. I just read a question, Förtress, it's for you. Which software do you use to create the teddies?
For these designs, I'm working in Adobe Illustrator on different levels, and I use a lot of templates or Zeichenfläche. What's the English name? I don't know. And yeah, I have this steady shape, and then putting layer and traits over and over to find more layers. It's all vector based in Adobe Illustrator. There's also
there was another nice question. I just read it, Mario and Era.
Wait a second, Tim. Maybe before we go to the questions in the end, we first, because I really want the audience. We are coming slowly to an end. I just want them to see also, Basti, for you to show not only the NFTs but the legacy kind of troops a little bit, to get the relation to from the NFT space to the real space. It would be great to have this, because this is truly special about this project, which not many others have.
We're coming from the long war run, and we're going for a long run. So we're not just crashing and running away. I come with the heritage, 20 years of working on my teddy troops, and I'm really happy to bring this to a new level. And I hope people enjoy and follow me on this way to a new space. It doesn't mean I leave the old space behind. I left for the last couple of months because I was working full time on this project, and I'm happy waiting for the spring to go out and spray paint again somewhere. But now I was really handcuffed to my desk and working this like mad.
So what I like to also, I want to.
We had we talked about, because it was Mario likes to hear. I think we talked a little bit about what is important for the artist and for the collector. That's also something new. I think Mario asked me to explain about that. So if you have an NFT, a Förtress, a Teddy Troop NFT, it opens a small passive income for you. So we have a stake pool for it. So you get extra bonuses for having troops, for collecting them, and we will find more ways, as we have a big space in the Cardano on the Cardano blockchain. We have a lot of partners already, but we like to keep it a little bit internally. But this we will bring a lot of new things to the space. We will look what other nice projects did, talk to them, perhaps do it in a different way, what they did. There will be collaborations, there will be a lot of things, and all these things, what we do, are the usual, or the heritage of Förtress, as he made a lot of collaborations already, in this space. This is a collaboration with 123 Clan, it's a lot of people know it. It's Graffiti old schoolers, and it's common for Förtress to make some collaborations, and we will for sure do it also in this space. May it be artists, may it be other projects. So this space gives us so much possibility art-wise, and creating passive income for a collector. It's really fantastic.
I maybe want to see the artworks. Before, it was a spray painted truck I made in my home city, and this is a design from my earlier mentioned travel memories when I was in Hawaii. This is I call it my Death Star vacation. So for sure, the Star Wars thing is one of my big background, and the Stormtroopers is a background for my troopers. There's no need to talk about that. And
amazing. I was curious a little bit about the timeline and what's next, but we had a little bit insight on that, unless you would elaborate a little bit on that too. But like these are amazing. These are mind-blowing, yeah. And one of our actually questions from the audience would be like Are there any plans to connect NFTs to Förtress in real life artwork? You know, the figures, but we see them already. We get a lot of questions.
Okay,
Yeah, we will for sure. We will connect the analog world and the digital world. We will not tell how, but we will collect. We will connect it. This is a connection, perhaps. This is what you see there.
Chain edition, they will be related to the NFT release. So there's some hidden gems. So people will get these from the NFT if they hold the NFT. And otherwise, the other way around, to have people join the process of the next vinyl toy editions. This will come together. There's a lot of plans to bridge the old world with the new world, because I want to bring my long-term collectors over to the new space to understand it and follow me, because I think I will do more fantastic work over there. So please don't miss it. Yeah, these are also a lot of my Teddy Tubes design from the Travel Memory print editions. This is the vinyl toy editions. They have all been released as vinyl toys and as a print. And I will also release a print with the new designs from the NFT collection. So
excited for that.
Yeah, because I create so much new artworks. It's amazing. It's just great to expand my universe. These are the current latest drops last autumn from the vinyl toys. It's the big ones with the removable helmet. There's new toys in the pipeline, but at the moment there's Chinese New Year, so the factories are on pause, and they're gonna have some new bodies soon this year.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much for expanding on all of that. Since we come to an end, I just want to encourage the audience, since a couple of your questions, or many, were already answered throughout the talk. And if you have one last question, if something is burning that you need answered, now is the time to post a question so we can still take it in. And yes, then I would like to encourage you guys to tell us, what's, like Eris said before, what's the next steps for the troops, and how do we stay up to date?
Yes, the best is to stay up to date. We have a nice website, like you have to have it in this space. It's teddytroops.io. We can post it perhaps. And what is for the questions we can't answer now because of time, it's the best thing is to go in the Discord channel we have. I can post it also in here. Or I don't know if Lars or someone of your team can post it. The Discord, there is a lot of artworks to see, and Förtress sometimes presents something of his treasury box. So there is sometimes special things. And Förtress also shows his collaborations he did with other NFT artists on the Ethereum chain, and there's already collaborations going on. And the next step is there will be the launch February, or end of February or beginning of March. You will see it on the website. We will announce it there. And the Discord channel is really the best because we are there and answer question, and we have helping hands. Big up to Damien and Ty. Whoop whoop! You do a good job for us. Thanks a lot. They help us in the Discord. Really nice, and they are really, really deep down Förtress fans and collectors, and they just ordered a little bit again, and we have to keep them back from ordering too much because we need them healthy with money, having enough to eat and something, So it's we have a nice team. It's a very funny team. We have fun all the day working on the project.
Yeah, I think at the moment I'm totally in this project. I can't see what's coming next in March. Maybe I go a little bit outside to catch some sun, because this is maybe why I have the mask on, because I'm so pale, not seeing the mask, not seeing the sun since weeks. as I said before, I'm coming from the long run, and we stay for the long run. There's really a lot of stuff coming on, and people who followed me, please dare to be a fan and join us on this trip. It's an adventure, and
Perfect. We posted
failing it.
Right, we posted the TeddyTroops.io, and then the Discord channel is also in the chat. Perfect. Thank you guys so much for this section, for this class. That was very creative and everything. And down there, I just see, thank you, Basti. We just posted our own events and update. Don't forget to follow us. And that was a lovely evening, artful of evening. That was great. Thank you so much. And
thanks a lot to the UFOstart team from our side. Really cool that we have a stage always with you with such handsome 2 moderators, which is luxury. So all the blockchain enthusiasts outside, please, if you have a nice project, Era and Mario, they will help you to promote it. Go to them. They are cool.
All right. Thanks, guys.
So much.
It was a pleasure.